You're such a loser.
Thank you, A.
I'm sorry, I'm conditioned already.
All right.
Actually,
so,
I'm not sorry.
Well, we are back once again. Glad to have you again, Azoth. Sorry we missed you last week. What you missed last time was we did only one chapter. We only had time for one chapter of the tome. And that chapter entailed the party locating Leo Delisnia, who had been hiding out up with some monks in the mountain. They were able to track him down, and they slaughtered all the monks. Not one monk survived.
It wasn't we slaughtered the monks, it was fucking Ryan.
I didn't know I was in this game. I don't think I killed any monks.
It was Ravik.
Oh wow, I can't believe Ravik did that. That's crazy.
So yes, Ravik killed all the fucking monks.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You dick.
But yeah, they were able to find Leo. They captured him alive, and for retribution, Strahd buried him alive in his catacombs.
Okay.
And so that was about 6 months from the chapter prior. So we had 10 years, and then 6 months, and now this next chapter is going to take 6 months from that last one. So this is the 11th year now since the wedding. And so we pick back up with the party one more time as they find themselves in Strahd's study once again, readying themselves for whatever comes next. What have you guys been working on the last 6 months is what we should always do.
The only thing of note I've done is discreetly tending to Ryan's secret piles of produce in my garden.
Crazy how it keeps replenishing.
Yeah, crazy how it keeps like disappearing and then like the next day it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very strange.
I also
Still
keep
got
moving
that rabbit problem.
I also keep moving his wine to fuck with him.
I looked into why these bottles keep appearing in your grapevines. I don't know where they're coming from.
I know, it's weird. I always take them and I just throw them into the shed, you know.
You're the one throwing them in the shed? No wonder those corpses smell so nice.
Yeah, that's it. Besides that, just the typical research, botany, plants, etc. Nothing special.
Okay. CLO, do you have anything that you would have done in the last 6 months?
What time of year is it?
Right now it's going into early autumn.
Okay, so she's probably going to be doing a lot more hunting to stock up for the winter. Just helping out with the general preparations for that.
Okay. Azoth, what has Zurum been up to the last 6 months, would you think? If you want an idea of what he was doing when the party was tracking down Leo Delisnia, you and Rahadin have been working on founding a new organization that Strahd would like for you guys to create. Rahadin wants to call it the Inquisition. It's going to be a group of spies and agents that serve Strahd, of course, but also work under you, Ravik, and Rahadin.
Okay, so
As a way to prevent something like Leo from ever happening again.
Yeah, so probably outside of like things Strahd specifically orders me to do, it would be probably working on that, fulfilling basically, and also basically doing what I'd be wanting those spies to do, whilst that's not set up fully yet, of like keeping an eye on certain minor nobles that have been here and are causing problems.
Yeah,
keeping an eye on like how people are feeling about Strahd and anyone who's discontent, seeing if they're going to be a threat.
Yeah, the biggest concern from what your spy network has found is Markovia over in Red Fort. She has established her. You guys have met her before during wartime back in the day, but she's been kind of keeping to herself since Strahd took over, and now since the wedding, she has not been like seen outside of her area for quite some time, and has not been trading with Strahd's forces too frequently, which is odd for her because she's very generous. She never really stops traders from coming and going.
Question: what is she and how old is she?
She's an Eismar.
Okay, so she's fine, basically.
Yeah, she's been it's estimated that she's been alive for about 60 years, but she still looks like she's 20.
Lucky bitch.
Oh, hell yeah. Hag.
Yeah, imagine being 60. Couldn't be me. I say at 42.
So yeah, she's currently the biggest concern to Strahd's rule right now, because she's the only like area that's not fully under his thumb. But she hasn't caused any issues beyond
Where's
just like.
Red Fort in modern day?
What's up?
Where's Red Fort in modern day?
That's Kresk.
Crest. So that's east?
Yes,
East.
that's where the abbey is. That's,
Okay.
Markovia built the abbey.
Oh.
She baptizes people there in the name of the Morning Lord. She has amassed quite the following there, and so that's like the only like major concern is that she has a bit of a following going on over there that's not entirely loyal to Strahd, but they're not like amassing arms right now or anything. So just keeping an eye on them. Not like they're not. We don't need to put them down just yet. Strahd has not ordered for her death yet.
Yeah.
We know where that goes, though.
Also, Zurum, I would also say in this last 6 months, Strahd has actually approached you and Hravik about your age. He's a little worried about you guys being able to serve, because Rahadin still has another several centuries ahead of him, and the other 3 are tied to the land now. They're practically immortal.
They are immortal.
You and Hravik, not so much. He has offered to give you some of his blood and allow you to join him, become like him, if you are willing to do so. But he will not force it upon you. He will respect your wishes if you wish to die eventually. The choice, the offer's been put out there, but he's not making. You don't have to choose now. He will
The
let
choice
you know.
is yours.
He let
I'm
you know.
gonna say Zurum hasn't taken him up yet.
Yeah. He's been experimenting with blood, and so he has found a variety of different ways to create new creatures like him, do different types of vampires. There are the vampire spawn, as you know, but he's also created vampires that are like him, that are at almost his same level of power. But he's also created Dampier as well, if you don't want to
I'm back.
deal with the weakness of being a vampire, like the sunlight and all that. You can become a Dampier and still reap the benefits of the immortality, but without the negatives of having to worry about being in the sun or running water. So you have a variety of different choices of what kind of, if you wish to take up the offer, what kind of vampire you want to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Zurum's holding off for now because a lot of what his current thing is basically like training successors. So he's not even sure he will need to be around still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the Inquisition's getting started, you have a variety of successors already, kind of like amassing within your group. It's not like a huge network yet, but it's beginning to grow. You have maybe like 50 guys under your belt.
Yeah. So yeah, for now, I haven't taken up the offer, but you probably going to want to repeat it because Ryan wasn't here.
Ryan, what'd you miss?
Yes. I left after CLO. Do I hear anything
in the last
CLO?
6, the Inquisition has been founded by Rahadin and Zurum, and you are going to be one of the major members as well. They want you to join them. Would you join them? I assume you would.
What are they? What's their goal?
It's meant to prevent any big issues like what happened at the wedding. No, so the Inquisition. So you are, in a way, you could say you're the hammer and they're the nail. You are in charge of the Sanguine Knights. Shut up, Egg. You were in charge of the Sanguine Knights, and so you are the forces, like the private army of Strahd. They are the agents of Strahd that find the problems that you conquer. But by joining the Inquisition, you'll have access to their network of information directly, and so you'll have members of the Inquisition that report directly to you.
Okay, I'll join it.
All right, so we got you. So the three of you will be the 3 founding members of the Inquisition. And the Inquisition will only be called upon in times of emergency when Strahd feels like it. So, in the meantime, most agents of the Inquisition will just be on standby, and they only will be called upon when Strahd deems it necessary. And then the other thing is that in the last 6 months, Strahd has approached you and Zurum about your mortality, because Rahadin's got several centuries ahead of him still. Strahd, as far as he knows, is immortal. He's lived way long. He should be growing old by this point, but he still feels young as can be. And then the other 3 here are immortal. Strahd has tested it already. I'm just gonna let the 3 of you know. Strahd had one of you test it. One of you had to kill yourself at one point just to test it. I don't know. You can choose who tested it. I'll let you guys decide.
Fucking not it. I'm too scared.
I feel like Cielo would do
I feel
it.
like Cielo has no hesitation.
Yeah, I feel like
Because she's just that confident.
yeah, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
say
Cielo would do it.
if none of you did it, he probably would have ordered me to kill one of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like he would be like, all right, I need one of you to let's experiment with this. One of you kill yourself, and Cielo's like, all right, and just like slit your throat, and then it's like you walk out of the forest like somewhere to like a couple miles away and catch up with everybody. It's like, oh, it works.
Yeah, you just show up like,
Wait.
fuck, now I have to hoof it back, and you just show up like 3 days later. And it's like the 3 most stressful days Magyar has ever lived.
That's fine. She's got Misty Step.
Why is this image have to keep coming back?
So yeah,
Probably get back faster than you guys.
so
Yeah, probably.
everyone knows the 3 of you. Not everybody. You know,
Oh no, I can turn into a bird. I can be back and I can be back pretty quick, actually.
Yeah. You guys are able to like locate Cielo for pretty quickly. But that beyond the point. You guys know that you are immortal for the current time. So you guys are
Functionally
fine.
immortal.
Strahd is not worried about you. His other 2 members, Zurum and Hravik, are getting old. You guys are starting to gray somewhat. He's concerned. So he's offered you to become a vampire if you so do so. Hravik.
Explain the tiers of vampire to Ryan.
Yeah, and there are different tiers. Hravik specifically, Strahd is very curious about your psionic powers and has been experimenting with your blood, and believes that he can create a new breed of vampires that have the ability to channel that psionic energy. So he believes that should you become a vampire, you'll still be able to channel your psionic energy and be a whole new breed of vampire.
Sounds good to me.
So would you take up his offer, or would you hold off for now?
I'm gonna take it up immediately.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, with the help of Petrina, who, if you all recall, is the Dusk Elf that Strahd is allied with, she would acquire the necessary materials for this proper experimentation, and with the assistance of the other two spellcasters in the group, a ritual would be conducted where Strahd would feed Hravik his blood, while Petrina and the two of you channeled your magic, and were able to turn Hravik into this new breed of vampire. Hravik?
Are we talking like full sunlight, like full no sunlight vampire?
No, he will actually, he suffers some of the weaknesses of a vampire, but some of them, not all of them. He still has the sunlight sensitivity, but he does not have to worry about entering houses. He does not need permission to do that, and he does not need to worry about running water. And on the plus side, whenever Hravik feeds now on people, he also learns their memories too. So as he's sucking the blood from them, he's also reading their memories at the same time.
Does he need to kill them for that to activate?
He can choose to do so if he wants to.
Oh, so you can non-lethally bite
the more he drinks, the more he learns.
Oh, he basically has the ability that fucking Alucard and Helsing has.
So for now, Ryan, I'm gonna give you. Hravik will have the thing that so long as you do not take a radiant damage in a combat encounter, you will get 10 health points back at the on your next turn.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me go. Bugbear Vampire. Go down here.
Yeah,
Generation.
Yeah, it's called, just label it as like regeneration, and then regain 10 hit points at the start of your turn if you have at least 1 hit point and you're not within sunlight. And if you take radiant damage, this does not go into effect.
If you have at least 1 hit point, radiant. Spell that right. Radiant damage reduces or nullifies.
And then for the three of you, I forgot to actually do this last session. The three of you that became immortal through the ritual, the three of you get a free ASI, 1 point.
Oh,
All right.
cool.
Wherever you want.
Do I get anything else? from a vampire?
Whenever you said like free ASI 1 point,
You get
meaning
one
just-
ability score improvement of 1 point. You don't get 2, you only get the 1. So you can increase 1 ability score by 1.
Oh, that works out perfectly. Now I can
Okay.
have all my numbers rounded.
You also get
Okay.
spider.
You only-
Ryan, you also get access to the spider climb, which means you can climb any difficult surface, including ceilings, and without having to make an ability check.
Okay.
That's
So if I increase the intelligence, I can't remember. We aren't doing anything
not-
involving.
No, we are not using
With-
that home rule.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then I guess it's
I now have a
gonna
plus
be-
1 to all my int rolls.
Nice.
Did I also get the ASI or not?
Yes, you do.
Just 1?
Just 1.
Okay. Where do I want to put that? Let's see.
Yeah, let's just take that. There we go.
Yeah, no, I know.
As Hravik gets like, as you this is just like because you're still young as a vampire. As you get older, you'll develop more and more powers, but for now, you're still developing.
Gotcha.
Baby vampire.
But yeah, thanks to Petrina's help, you were able to become a full-on vampire now, in your own right.
Nice.
And that would actually be the last time any of you would see Petrina, because as we fast forward to this chapter, a messenger would report to one of the Inquisition members would report to Zurum that Petrina has been killed.
Oh fuck.
She was murdered by the other members of the Dusk Elf clan that live near Vallaki. If you all recall, the Dusk Elves were once their independent nation, and declared war upon Zarhinia back when Strahd's father was still around. Strahd's father conquered them with the help of Rahadin, who betrayed them. And then once Strahd was around 15, and the War of the Silver Knives was ongoing, they then rose up hoping to regain their independence and was put down once again. So a lot of them were relocated to Barovia as punishment, and they were still allowed to somewhat thrive, but under restriction. But now they have gone and done this. So they've had 2 strikes now. This is their 3rd strike.
Well,
so I would like to preface this now.
Oh man.
The contents of this tabletop game, this is a warning for anyone listening, this chapter includes some very gruesome details that will be coming up, including that of topics that could correlate with things currently going on in the real world. They do not have any correlation in any coincidences or happenstance. These are not meant
you
to
want to
reflect...
just read like the whole Ubisoft
the,
I mean, the
we were
multicultural
all
part of
an
this game is that
independent
you've got
team
one.
with different beliefs and values.
Guys, this is crazy. I can't believe we're marching on the Capitol.
So, I just want to be clear that anything that happens in this tabletop is not meant to reflect anything in the real world. This is purely fantasy and for the storytelling. None of us approve of what is going to happen in this session. This is all meant to represent how evil Strahd and his forces are. So I want to preface that now. If you are uncomfortable,
this was written before.
if you are uncomfortable with the topics of genocide, please fast forward in this session or possibly pause and skip to the next one. Just want to give that preface now.
fair enough.
Oh no. Who watches these?
I would have said there would probably be a good.
We have like 3 regulars.
Face that on the last one as well.
This tabletop was made by a multicultural group. One of us is only half American instead of fully.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should be.
Hey, one of us is also half Puerto Rican.
No, I'm actually.
2 of us are half American then. Okay, so that makes
And
up
one of
one
us is
more
half
American
Brazilian.
collective.
I mean, technically, there's no American in me.
That's true.
I mean,
I was
yeah, there's
raised
also
American,
technically no
yeah.
American in me. I'm also a quarter Puerto Rican, quarter Dominican.
I love how none of you saw the comedy there of Miss saying, and one of us is half Puerto Rican, and then A going, no, actually I'm, and then all of you talking over.
But yes.
Puerto Rico's part of America anyway. That's like saying someone from Japan isn't British.
You know,
Anyway,
Yeah.
getting back to the
completely
tabletop.
sidelining you, just like
Anyway.
the U.S. government.
Anyway, as I was
Sorry.
trying to say, trying
I
to
can
avoid-
say that.
Anyway, getting back to the tabletop.
Commentary.
As a Brazilian.
Shush. Getting back to the tabletop, upon sharing this news with Strahd, he would go into a bit of a fit. While his relationship with Katrina was cold at times, because you could obviously tell that she was trying to court him many times, and he was never reciprocating it, he still considered her a good friend and a very devoted ally. And with her gone, Strahd would actually probably make a bit of a mess of the room. He probably flipped his desk. And has ordered Rahadin to ready the troops to march on the site